All right. Welcome to the Mack Center in Eagle River, Alaska for a consolation third, fourth place game between the Thunder and your AK Lions. Got about 5 minutes before this game starts. Zamboni out, clearing the ice. Had a cute little bucket brigade, not bucket brigade, I guess just above bucket brigade. Kids out here for the Blue Devils skating before the Zamboni came on. Neat to see. Remember our little guys at that age having fun learning to skate. So, summary of the Lions tournament so far. Found the Lions beating the Thunder 2-0 on Friday night. This is a rematch of that game. Saturday wasn't a great day for the Lions. The Lions lost to the North Stars 3-2, and then in the afternoon lost 6-0 to the Blue Devils. The Blue Devils are the championship game against the North Stars, the two teams that the Lions lost to. And then this morning, early on, 8 o'clock, the Lions beat the Oilers 3-0, which puts them in the consolation game with the rematch of the Thunder. So we'll see that game here shortly. It's 12:57. This is supposed to be a 1 o'clock game. Obviously, Zamboni's still going here, so kids aren't on the ice yet. Will be shortly, though. We welcome all of you joining from the ether. Internet's a wonderful thing. Can provide live footage here for everybody back home. Zamboni making its last pass after this turn. I believe the Lions will be a home team. Should be on my left-hand side on the bench to my left, I believe. Coach Kai's down there on the left-hand side, so I'm pretty sure about that. Here's the last pass for that Zamboni. I expect the officials to be out here shortly. Awkward finish for that Zamboni. He has to circle around and go out a side door. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the Blue Devils for hosting this tournament here in Eagle River. They've done a nice job putting it on. Last night there was a 3-on-3 tournament where they mixed the kids up with players from other teams. I don't believe any player played with a teammate. They all played with opposing team players, so that was fun to watch. About an hour and 15 minutes, maybe an hour and a half of that. That was hosted by the Blue Devils with a pizza party afterwards. Kids enjoyed the pizza. And then HCF kids raced home to get in bed for a 8 a.m. game back here at Eagle River. Most of the team was staying at a hotel in Midtown Anchorage. So the trip out to Eagle River takes about 20 minutes for each player, 20 to 30 minutes, depending on the traffic. Early morning on the weekend, not so much traffic. So 2 early morning games, Saturday and Sunday. Early enough that the hotel continental breakfast was missed by most people. It is 1 o'clock, so players should be making their way to the ice here, waiting on officials to go out and set the nets. There's Charlie Menard waiting to go on the ice. Looks like the scorekeepers and officials are making their way in. This is Joey Merrick going in there to help set things up. His wife Kelly, we want to thank them for volunteering all the time they have so far during this tournament. And here come the Thunder on the right-hand side. They have 3 minutes on the clock for a warm-up that they'll start as soon as the officials set the nets. No officials in sight yet. I'm sure they're here shortly. So this morning's game against the Oilers, Charlie Menard got a shutout. Not too many shots on goal. Haven't seen a score sheet for it yet, but couldn't have been too many shots on goal. Buzzers for the officials. Here the officials come trying to make their way through the Lions team, and they do. Here they're on the ice. Officials will hit the net, and then we'll have a 3-minute warm-up here coming up. So that Oilers game this morning, Menard gets a shutout. Good defensive player by the defense, not allowing too many shots on goal. Offense put 3 points on the board, which goals coming from Roan, Kais, and Chenard, I believe. Yeah, Chenard had a really nice shot, moving left, shooting right this morning. Found the net just on the inside of the right-hand post. The goalie sliding left. That was a really nice shot by Chenard. Out come your Arctic Lions. And puck's on the ice for the Thunder. Thunder coming out, skating around. Give you some names out here for the Lions. Looks like Roan, Jarvis, Steer, Corrigan, Carson, Rogers, Noble, Willis, and Chenard, along with goalie Menard out there on the ice. All 11 players for the Lions warming up. Got about 2:25 left on the warm-up clock. We'll have this game underway here shortly. Corrigan Noble doing some cross-ice passing there. Steering Roan, getting the old sticks working. Chenard and Willis out there passing around. Rogers shooting at the net. Carson giving Menard a little bit of a warm-up. Menard blocking a Carson shot. Minute 30 left on the warm-up. Coach Kais signing a score sheet. Menard entering the bench. Coach Menard. I'm not sure who the player is. That might be the older Rogers boy next to Menard. Not 100% sure on who that is. About 30 seconds left on warm-ups. Puck's starting to go in the net for the Lions. Okay, your Arctic Lions in for their chant as the buzzer sounds for the end of the warm-up. Have this game underway here shortly. 12 minutes on the clock for period one. We're coming at you from the MAC Center, McDonald Center in Eagle River, Alaska, for a matchup between the Thunder out of the valley, I believe, and your AK Arctic Lions. Arctic Lions sending the pucks down to the Thunder so they can pick them up. Officials checking the net. So we'll do a little repeat here real quick. The Thunder played the Arctic Lions on Friday night. Finding Arctic Lions with a 2-0 victory. Menard with a shutout, and can't really remember who had the goals in that game, but 2-0 victory on the Thunder. This is a rematch in a consolation bracket for the Leftover Turkey Tournament here in Eagle River. The Lions won on Friday night. Saturday was not a great day for them. Saturday, the Lions lost to the North Stars, who are in the championship game against the Blue Devils, who the Lions also lost to. So the Lions lost to the North Stars 3-2 in a game. I think if they played them again, it would be a different story. The Blue Devils, on the other hand, dominated the Lions with a 6-0 victory. The Blue Devils held the Lions out of the offensive zone for most of the game. I don't know. I can't imagine we had very many shots on goal. Maybe 6-7 shots on goal the whole game. So here we go. It looks like Rogers is going to move in for the puck drop. Wilson on the right wing, Chenard left. Noble and Carson back deep. The official moves in. Checks with Menard, checks with the Thunder goalie, and the official timekeepers, 12 on the clock. Here we go. Puck drops to Rogers, goes over to Chenard, Chenard, Noble to Chenard, Chenard to Rogers. Rogers moves it in, gets a stick lift, poke check. Chenard takes the shot. Noble moves up, fires, comes in, goalie makes a save as the front of the net cleared to the boards by the Thunder. Thunder take the puck. Oh, Noble. Moving in on Menard. Menard, and a goal. 5-hole on Menard. Thunder score first goal with 11:32 in the first period. 11:32 left in the first period. Thunder on a breakaway. Noble racing back, pivoted. And as he pivoted, the kid went around him. Moved in on a one-on-none on Menard. And went 5-hole on Menard. Menard went down, but didn't get down fast enough. Thunder take control, moving in. Steer back on defense, swipes it away. Steer keeps the puck in front of him, knocks it ahead to Corrigan. Corrigan up to Kais. Kais moving in. Kais fires a shot low. Goalie makes the save for the Thunder. Thunder moving out. Cross ice pass to center. Steer takes the puck. Steer stays with it. And Jarvis sends it up to Kais. Kais to Corrigan. Corrigan gets it knocked away, and it goes back to center for Roan. Roan picks it up, fires a shot. Ooh, goalie slides right, and the shot was wide right. Up the boards, near side. Steer picks it up, moves up. Steer stays with it. Goes behind. Oh, stops, changes direction. Centers, goes back to the Thunder moving out. Jarvis tries to take the puck away. Roan moving in, and shot comes in on Menard. Menard makes a glove save. So second shot on Menard. 2 shots on goal by the Thunder. 1 in and 1 saved by Menard. Both times the Thunder come in with a breakaway-ish type move. Rogers moves out. Rogers going to take the puck drop. Chenard on the left wing. Rogers pushes ahead, stays with it. Blue line, moves out, just gets tackled. And so With 10:26 down 1-0, the Lions go on a power play. As Rogers got tripped up on that play, and the Thunder player goes to the penalty box. Rogers sends it over towards Chenard. Oh, they leave the puck just to the left of the dot, and the Thunder take over, moving it in. Chenard, Noble takes it away. Noble moves the other direction, sends it up for Rogers. Rogers moving in. Rogers moves to his left. Oh, Rogers into the board and way left on the backhanded shot by. And then now this loose puck goes down into the corner. Should be an icing, and there it is. As Noble collects it for the official, we'll come back down into the offensive zone near side for a puck drop with 1:02 left in the power play for the Lions. 9:58 left in the first. Thunder up 1-0. Kynes sends it back to Steer. Steer fires it off of a stick of a defender and back behind the net. Now this is Roan in there. Roan goes down, and the Thunder send it up the boards, and that's Jarvis trying to hold it in. It goes by Jarvis, going back is Corrigan. Corrigan over to Steer. Steer up to Kyes. Kyes taps it, goes into the zone, and the Thunder rake it off the board. Steer takes it away. Steer moves it down low, stays with it, and knocked away by the defenseman in front of the net. Back up to Roan, comes back and covers for Steer. Steer backhands it over to Jarvis. Jarvis moving up, sends it up to Roan. Nice pass by Jarvis. Roan moving back to center. Backhands it at the goalie, and the goalie goes down and makes a save. Nice save by the Thunder goalie. That'll put a puck drop on the far corner offensive side. Rogers moves in. Goes back to Willis. Right. Rogers taps it back to Noble. Noble moves up and centers it for Roan. Roan, oh, hard shot, wide left. Roan missed the net. Goes back to Noble. Noble winds up, fires from the point, goes through all the traffic, hits the board, and bounces back over into the far side. This is knocked away by the Thunder. The Thunder held in by Carson. Nice job by Carson. Up to Rogers. Rogers moves in, fires wide right by about 2 foot. Chenard over to Rogers. Rogers behind the net, knocked away by the Thunder. Willis comes in, gets slammed into the boards, and the Thunder move it out. Oh, taken away by Chenard. Chenard moving to his left, gets it poked away and into the boards as Chenard rings it around for Willis. Willis picks it up on the backside of the net. Willis pinned up against the boards. Battle for it, puck, and taken down by a Thunder, and Willis and a Thunder player tumble over. There's Carson sending it down for Rogers. Rogers taps it up to the Thunder. Thunder looking for an outlet pass and intercepted, but it comes out of the zone. Rogers picks it up and moves right back in. Rogers, right-hand side, fires, hits the goalie, and bounces to the left of the net. Back, rings around the board for the Thunder. Noble knocks it away. That's Willis, colliding with the player, and Noble takes over where Willis left off. Noble moves in. He's got 4 people in front of him, fires a shot, and the goalie makes a glove save. Hits the glove and bounces out and ends up in the corner where Kai sends it around to the far corner for Roan. Roan on a backhand, sends it up to Jarvis. Jarvis can't hold it, and the Thunder moving back on Steer. Steer playing defense, makes him go wide, shoots in on Menard. Menard handles it. Steer with the puck behind the net, goes off the net and changes directions. Steer, it goes off a skate. Steer stick lifts, and it comes in easy, and Menard shoves it back behind the net. Jarvis takes it, moves the other direction. Jarvis moving out. Jarvis looking for a pass, sends it over to Corrigan. Puck goes in. Corrigan goes down as the Thunder pushes the puck into the corner. Kyes. Thunder moving out. Thunder poke check by Roan, and Kyes going the other direction. Kyes gets it poke check down into the corner. Thunder knock it up. Steer intercepts the pass, moves it down. Steer to Kyes. Kyes, it's in front, and the goalie covers. Nice job by the goalie covering on that. Puck came in front of him. Kyes had an opportunity was falling down, couldn't get a good shot off, and the goalie makes the save. So with 6:35 left in the first, the Lion down 1-0 to the Thunder. Rogers moves in for a puck drop on the far corner. Willis goes over to Chenard's side. Chenard fires right off the bat. Goalie goes down, and the puck sits on the left side of the net for Willis, rakes it away. Now it goes into the corner and up the boards. Rogers, hits a bad spot on the board, and Carson pokes out ahead. Good job by Carson. The Thunder move it back up the board, off the boards. Carson takes it, moves it in, fires, and the goalie makes a glove save. Nice save by the goalie, shifting over to his left to make that glove save. Carson making a nice shot. Rogers is going to move in for the puck drop again. Corrigan, check that. Chenard left wing. Willis right wing. Rogers reaches in off the, that's going to be intercepted by the Thunder. Carson moves over, slams it down into the corner. Rogers goes over to get it, and the Thunder, and they push Rogers into the, that's Noble, send it in front, and it's knocked away into the boards. Picked back up by Rogers. Rogers, toe drags. Backhanded pass, intercepted by the Thunder. Thunder move it out to the boards. Thunder, cross-ice pass goes back to center ice for Noble. Noble sends it ahead to Willis. Poke check by the defense, and Chenard keeps it in, pokes it over to Rogers. Rogers moving up, backhands it back to Chenard. Chenard fires, wide right on the Chenard shot, back into the boards, rings around and comes back up the near side where Noble holds it in. Noble at the point, raking away. Thunder come away with it, moving out, 2-on-1 break. Back checking is Noble, and 1-on-none now, and 2 goals by the Thunder. As Menard misses the shot on goal. That was Noble backpedaling. Player got around everybody. It was a 2-on-1. Noble took one player and left the other for Menard to handle, and that shot went high and right with 5:21 left. The Thunder up 2-0. Kais racing in, taps it back to center for Roan, knocked away by the Thunder. Thunder moving out, knocked that puck out. Steer racing back for it. Steer's going to pick this up. Circle around the backside of the net, being chased by a Thunder player. Changes directions on the backside of the net. Hits his outlet of Roan. Roan moving out. Roan sends it ahead to Kais. Kais moves in. Kais gets hassled, falls down. Steer knocks it away, and it comes all the way back. We're going to get an icing call there on the Thunder. Thunder came out to play in the first period, up 2-0 with 4:47 left in the first period. Icing will bring the puck all the way down into the offensive zone for the Lions. Kais moves in for the puck drop. Roan on the left wing, Corrigan right wing, Steer and Jarvis back deep. Puck goes over to Roan's side. Rake to the corner by the Thunder. Thunder push it up the boards. Steer knocks it over to Kais, and then it's taken away by the Thunder. Steer poke checks that down in the corner and circles back to get back on defense. Jarvis holds that in, taps it forward, then it comes out to Steer at center ice. Steer collects, circles around, sends it over to Corrigan, soft ice pass over into the boards, and taken away by the Thunder, moving back out the other direction up the near side. Centering pass goes cross ice. Race for it over into the corner. Jarvis, puck comes free, shot comes wide and into the corner where Corrigan finds the puck on the near side, rakes it back to center, taps it ahead for Kais. Kais stays with it. Kais moves into the zone, moves up the boards, loses the puck over. The defense is changing out. The puck stays up on the boards as Roan and Rogers moving left, backhand, shot wide right. Puck goes into the corner, and Carson picks up the puck, moves it down. Thunder, intercept, move out. Thunder, ice pass, Mason Noble back deep. Noble forces the player wide. Shot comes in, hits the back of the net for the Thunder. Chenard picks it up on the far side. Chenard centers it to Rogers. Rogers red line. Rogers blue line, pushing it up. Moves wide as the Thunder is going to get called for a penalty here. Tripping on Rogers. It maybe should have An interference call would have been better there, but they're going to call it tripping. And I think in the next division that would have been a clean play, but since we're at the squirt level, they call that. Rogers moves in for the puck drop in the near side offensive zone. Noble and Steer back deep. Willis and Chenard on the wings, goes back to Noble. Noble fires, ends up in the corner. Chenard's going to race over and try and pick this up. It's knocked back to Carson. Sorry, check that. Carson, not Steer. Puck comes out of the zone over to Noble's side. Noble's going to pick it up on the near side. Noble, red line. Noble, blue line, moves in. Moves to center. Stays with it. Oh, center's nobody home. Rogers is kind of holding back. That's an icing on the Thunder. And there's the call, so we'll have a puck drop in the offensive zone far side for the Lion. Line change coming out. Looks like Kais, Roan, and Corrigan on offense, Steer and Jarvis on defense. 2:42 left in the first period. Lions on a power play for the next minute, 2. Here comes the puck drop. Kais moves in. 5-on-4 hockey. Puck drops, goes back to Jarvis. Jarvis back to intercepted by Steer. Steer racing back. And that's off of Menard. And Steer gets a poke checked away. And a shot comes in on Menard again. Back to Steer. Steer lines up, fires it to Roan. Roan moves in. He's got a breakaway, being hassled. And down goes Roan as the defenseman pushes the puck into the corner. Roan battles for it in the corner along with Kais. Kais gets it to poke free to Roan. Roan fires post and out on a Roan shot. Kais wrap around, goalie closes it. Roan picks it back up. Roan circles. Roan fires. Knocked down by Kais as Kais tried to redirect. Jarvis pivots, dump by the Thunder. Steer goes back, picks it up, goes around, drops the puck, moves back the other direction. Steer slaps it up from the corner, picks it back up. And Willis moves it out of the zone, but the Thunder pick it up at center ice and dump it back down into the corner. Thunder get their full line change. Steer out there, sends it up to an outlet of Willis. Willis over to Rogers. Rogers kicks it ahead, red line. Rogers, blue line. Rogers with 2 in front of him, goes wide, goes around the player, looks for a centering pass, hits post and out on the shot from Rogers. Thunder poked away by Chenard. Willis tries to get it to go around the boards and goes up to the point to Noble's side. Noble swings it down low for Willis, goes around the back side of the net. Willis giving chase. Rogers in there. Puck goes up the far side. Thunder in control. Thunder moving it out. Back deep is Noble. Thunder center it. And Noble leaves the puck for a 2-on-none. And Menard makes the save. Puck on the backside of the net, and Menard swings over and makes another save. And there's a tripping call on the Thunder with 39 seconds left in the first period. Thunder up 2-0 on the Lions. Tripping call. What? Steer hops the boards, jumps out there to play 5-on-4 hockey. It looks like we must have a player in the box. I didn't see who went in. Carson taps it ahead. Carson moves in, blue line. Carson, one man in front of him, fires wide left and into the boards and around to the near side. Rings around. Steer. Thunder. Nice pass. Oh, just out of the reach of the Thunder. Nice idea by the Thunder there. Centering pass goes across. Carson moves it around once. Oh, man, knocked away by Steer. And there's the end of the period with the Thunder up 2-0. And now on a power play to begin the third period. Totally unexpected hockey there by the Lions. Lions not all over the goalie for the Thunder, but the goalie for the Thunder just playing really good hockey, stopping just about everything. Shots going wide, not on target for the Lions. And we'll be back here shortly for the second period. Hopefully it goes better than the first. Okay, welcome back here for the second period, where the Thunder, after one, are up 2-0 on your Arctic Lions. Menard moves back into goal on the right-hand side, shifting ends, and moving in. The Lions will start down a man. 5-on-4 hockey, Thunder on a power play here. Rogers moves in, Steer and Jarvis back deep. Corrigan on, Willis on the wing. Jarvis pokes that up ahead to Rogers. Rogers moving out, red line, stick lifted. Rogers moves to the right. Rogers fires a shot, and the goalie right in position to make the save. Good job by Rogers moving it deep. 39 seconds left on the penalty kill for the Lions. Puck dropped in the far right-hand corner for the Lions. Rogers sends it up into the corner. Steer backpedaling. You got a man deep. Steer doesn't see it. Steer pivots. Pass dumped in, no icing on that, and the Steer picks it up, moves it around the backside of the net. Steer, outlet to Rogers. Rogers moves it back to center, raked away by the Thunder. Thunder, center, Jarvis sends it up. Jarvis tries to stay with it, sends it up to Rogers. Rogers off the, taken away by the Thunder. Thunder knock it down. Steer picks it up in front of the net, circles around the backside, stops, changes directions, sends it over to Jarvis. Jarvis up the boards and out of the zone. Thunder need to check up, and Lions full strength as Noble comes out. Noble racing out. Steer dumps it back down, and Carson comes out, knocks it ahead for Noble. Noble picks it up. Blue line moves back to center. Noble with some room fires a shot. Glove side on the goalie. Goalie makes a save. Hard shot by Noble. Goalie doing his job for the Thunder. Nice job by the Thunder goalie. Scores 2-0. 10:48 the second period. Kais moves in. Roan left wing. Corrigan right wing. Goes back to Chenard. Chenard fires in, loose in front of the net. Goalie covers as Roan moves in for a rebound shot, but the goalie covered. Got Carson and Chenard back on defense. So a little change up here. Looks like Corrigan over on the right wing. Puck goes around Corrigan, backpedaling Carson. Chenard they blow by Chenard. He didn't have his feet moving. Carson takes the puck away, comes in on Menard. Menard wants goalie interference, but rebounds off of Menard came out, and they chipped it up and over Menard for a third goal of the game, up 3-0 with 10:31 left in the second period. Menard stopped that first shot, And then it was chipped up and over. Carson and Chenard on defense, and the player blew by Chenard. Chenard not backpedaling, and there's a pass from Steer up to Noble. Noble on offense now. Noble racing up. Steer, that's Rogers now. Rogers backhands it towards the net, swiped away by the Thunder, and that's Willis trying to backhand it back towards Noble. Puck goes back up the boards and goes back to Steer. Steer holds the line, then it comes out. Steer battling for it. Jarvis back deep. Steer rakes it away and then gets tripped, no call. Pushes it ahead for Willis. Willis can't get it off the boards. There it does. And then the Thunder take it away. Steer poke checks it out. Thunder. Noble poke checks it. Jarvis sends it back to center. Thunder defense moves it up. Battle for it at neutral ice. Moves into the defensive zone. Steer poke checks, takes that away, and moves it back the other direction. Steer back up the boards. 6 men on the ice for the Thunder. So somebody will have to go to the box for the Thunder. So the Lions will be on a 5-on-4 power play as the Thunder send one to the box. Puck drop will be in the defense's side of the neutral zone. Kai's out there. Roan and Corrigan on the wings. And it looks like Chenard and Noble back deep. Chenard playing defense. Out comes the fourth player. Puck drops and goes over to Roan. Roan moves up. Roan rakes it ahead to Corrigan. Corrigan's going to go in. Offside. Should have been offside call. No call as Roan moved in before. Well, maybe not. The puck was in there as Corrigan got back on side. And now we're up against the boards. Roan battling for it. Kai's trying to rake it away. Roan gets it to come free. Goes back to Corrigan. Corrigan can't quite get it. Poked up. Kai's takes it. Kai's fires it in front of the net. It's loose in front of the net. It's still in front of the net, loose. And knocked ahead by Kai's and then into the corner by the Thunder. Puck laid in front of the net for quite some time. No shot fired by the Lions. Now it's up to Kai's, and then it trickles in on the goalie as Kai's gets leveled as he comes into the front of the net. 42 seconds left on the power play for the Lions. Puck drop will come on the far side in the offensive zone. 5-on-4 hockey. Rogers moves in. Willis and Noble on the wings. Steer and Jarvis back deep. Goes back to Steer. Steer picks up the puck. Centers it for Rogers. Rogers gets it poke checked away in the center there. And Willis knocks it back deep. Willis rakes it ahead. Noble. That puck goes into the scorer's table over the glass. And we'll have a puck drop down in the offensive zone near side for the Lions as the Thunder push that puck up and over the glass. 8:21 left in the second period. 16 seconds left on the power play. Rogers moves in. Rogers sends it over to Willis. Willis dribbles it down to the goal line, centers it. Nobody home. Goes clear back over to Chenard's side. Chenard taps it ahead. Noble's going to find it up against the boards, takes it down to the corner. Changes directions, changes again. Changes a third time and then gets knocked down. Thunder take the puck away. Pass. Goes back. Carson goes back, picks it up. Off the boards and back to Willis. Back to Carson. Willis never got a handle on it. Carson sends it out back to the defense of the Thunder. And now it comes up the boards. Carson pops it up in the air and then stays with it and dumps it down for Noble. Noble sends it in, but it goes just out of the reach of Rogers. The Thunder going the other direction. Chenard is going to take the player wide. The player goes down into the corner with the puck, dribbles it down and taken away by Willis. Willis knocked away by the Thunder. It goes back to the far side for Noble. Noble's going to pick this up in the corner. Taps it ahead off the boards. Races ahead, pokes it to himself, moves back to center. Red line, blue line, splits the defenders and gets taken out. And there's a penalty as soon as there we go. .707 left in the second period, and the Lion will be on another power play. .707 in the second, down 3-0 to the Thunder. Thunder came out to play, scoring 2 in the first, 1 in the second. .707 left, and the Lions have yet to find the net. Racing back is Jarvis. And offsides on the Thunder as the player slid in before the puck. Official's going to drop the puck on the defensive side of the neutral zone for the Lions. Kais moves in. Roan left wing, Corrigan right. Steer and Jarvis back deep. Puck drops. Kais pushes it ahead. He gets knocked to the boards where Roan rakes it ahead. Roan centers it. Corrigan races down to the corner. And the Thunder beat him there. Goes by Steer. Jarvis racing back. Steer gets there first. Nobody at the net. Roan kind of goes to the net. Steer and Jarvis. Puck gets centered back to the defenseman. Defenseman lines up. Hits Roan. Roan moves out. Roan, red line. Roan, toe drag, gets it popped away and then sends it down deep. And it goes into the corner. Roan comes out. Rogers goes on. Puck goes into the far corner, and the Thunder move out. Thunder dump it down for an icing. And they'll get a line change out of it, but they'll come all the way back down into the offensive zone for the Lions. .6:30 left in the second. Lions down 3-0. Puck goes down in the corner. Jarvis takes the puck away. Rogers with it in control. Taken away by the Thunder. Backpedaling Carson. Carson kicks it with his foot. Noble gets it to come free. Stays with it. Moves back to center. Noble's got a player open. Rogers. And he sends it over to Rogers a little later than it should have, but then Rogers sends it back to Carson. Carson taps it ahead, knocked away by the Thunder into the near side. Carson goes to hold the line, and the puck gets knocked down by Noble, I believe. Carson holds it, sends it up. Now the Thunder poked away by Carson, dragged left then right by Rogers. Puck comes free, and now it's a one-on-one, Carson and the Thunder. Carson gets it to come free, but then they moves on and knocked away. And a couple 3 saves by Menard and a cover. So Carson poke checked that, and the player gathered it, collected it, knocked it past Carson, got around him, moved in on Menard, took a shot, hit the pads, bounced out. Another player for the Thunder took another shot, hit the pads. Finally, Noble raked it in. Here's Roan sending it to center, and Jarvis gets it to come free and moves to his left, backhands it up to Corrigan. Corrigan moves it into the zone, and it's poke checked away, and Jarvis sends it right back down to Corrigan. Corrigan sends it back to Steer. Steer back down to Corrigan, and now it's wiped out of the zone. Jarvis moving in. Picks up the puck, circles around the backside of the net, sends it up to Steer. Steer moves around the backside of the net and hits an outlet for Corrigan. Corrigan off the boards and back, centers it back, cross ice pass to Roan. Roan taps it into the zone, and they both collide into the boards. Kais goes in there, it's behind them, and there's a stoppage. I don't know if there was a penalty or if it's just the puck was pinned up. So they move it back out. Puck goes into the offensive zone where the Thunder take over and circle around the backside of the net. Willis is going to give chase here. A lot of time for the Thunder. Steer holds the line, moves it back up. Passes it to Rogers. Rogers can't quite handle the pass. Carson to Chenard. Chenard taps it ahead to Rogers. Rogers circles around. One player moves in, blue line. Rogers around to the right. Fires a shot from the keys from the top of the circle. And easy handle for the goalie. Shot selection there. Maybe he could have skated that in a little closer, although he did have a player off to his left-hand side that maybe he would have closed in and took the angle away. So that's why the shot came as early as it did, I'm sure. That puck goes by Jarvis all the way back. Noble and Jarvis out there on defense. Noble racing in, stick lifts. Puck comes back up to the point. Held in. No. Oh, Jarvis whiffs. And now it comes out of the zone, back to center, neutral ice, up against the boards. Roan taps that off the boards and ahead, rakes it to himself. Corrigan floats in offsides as Roan raked that ahead. Well, that doesn't help when you're not paying attention to the blue line. Kais moves in for the puck drop. Corrigan right wing, Roan left. Jarvis and Noble back deep. Kais rakes out ahead. Pulled away by the Thunder. Thunder moving out 3-on-2. Corrigan, there's an offside on the Thunder as the far side Thunder player moved in before the puck. That'll be a puck drop in the neutral zone, defensive side for the Lions. Rogers out there with Willis and Chenard. Noble and Jarvis back deep. Noble, blue line, passes it ahead, goes by everybody off of a stick, no icing. So puck, Noble can't hold that in. We got to circle back around and they send it back up. And Rogers rakes it in, moves in. Moves back to center. Sends it back to Jarvis. Jarvis can't handle it. Goes through Jarvis's legs and Noble circles around. Noble, Chenard barely gets onside and Noble sends it to defenseman. Intercepted by Rogers. Rogers fires. Chenard can't pick up the puck. Centered pass whiffed by Willis. Willis was there. If he could have got a piece of it, there was a lot of net. Offsides on the Thunder, and that's called back, and that'll be a puck drop on the offensive side of the neutral zone. Not sure why they came that far back, but we'll take it. Need any help we can get with 2:51 left in the second, down 3-zip. Carson sends it over into the boards for Roan. Roan circles around the backside of the net for, oh man, right in front of the net. Raked away by the Thunder. Kais tried to slam it home. Goalie had the pads in there. That should be an icing, but it's coming right towards Menard. They'd say play it. No icing as Menard didn't touch it, but Steer picks it up, circles around the backside of the net, off the back of the net to himself. Centering pass goes over to Corrigan. Corrigan picks it up, sends it over to Roan. Roan kicks it ahead to the fence, stays with it. Roan moves it in, blue line, taps it over for Corrigan. Corrigan backhands it towards the net where Kais picks it up, tries to wrap around and centers it. It goes off of a skate of a Thunder and knocked into the corner. Corrigan sends it up to Carson. Carson taps it back down in the corner. Corrigan going after it. No hustle on there by Corrigan, and Roan gets it to come free and the Thunder come away with it. Send it across, outlet pass Carson racing back. Carson. Thunder player loses his stick. Carson knocks it over to Steer. Steer back to Carson. Carson lets it go by, and the Thunder knock it off the boards back to Steer. Steer kicks it into the corner, chases it down. Steer still in control. Sends a stick up to Rogers. Rogers to Roan. Roan loses it over, and the Thunder go in the other direction. Steer and Carson back deep. And they have a player down in the bench, coming off the bench for an offside call. .102 left in the second. Thunder up 3-0. Rogers moves in. Willis left wing. Chenard right. Noble and Jarvis back deep. Puck goes over to Noble's side. Noble whacks it ahead and held in. And the Thunder move in. Send it to center and knocked away by Willis. Noble moving out. Blue line, red line, blue line. Moves back to center. Drags back. Oh, he's got himself free. And score. No. Noble couldn't get the shot off and ends up down in the corner with the puck. Or maybe he did, but the goalie saved it. So out it comes, goes by Willis. Back deep, Jarvis trying to, Jarvis goes down as Willis sends an outlet to Chenard. Goes by Chenard, fired from the point. And that's Menard tipping it back into the boards. Willis in control of the puck. Two players whacked back down. That's Noble going back to pick it up. Noble going to circle, change direction, send it up the board for Rogers. Rogers rakes it off the board, poked away. Noble, blue line. Noble gets it poked away. Puck comes back down. That's the end of the period with the Thunder up 3-0 after 2. So the lone goal coming in on that end for the Thunder that period. That shot was a rebound shot. Menard stopped the original, and I think he stopped a second shot, and then it rebounded out to another player and up and over Menard's pads. Menard complained about maybe interference, the player sliding in on him, but the goal counted regardless, and so that finds your line down 3-0 after 2. See you back here shortly for the third and final period. Okay, welcome back for the third period, where the Lions find themselves down 3-0 to the Thunder. Lions collecting there. Kais moves in. Corrigan right wing. Roan left. Steer and Jarvis back deep. Steer knocks that ahead to Corrigan. Corrigan. Steer dumps it down. Rings around the boards, down deep. Kai's moving in, giving some hustle. Kai's goes in, stick lifts. Puck comes free, and Roan fires from his butt, and it goes behind the net and comes back up the near side for the Lions. Steer racing back, takes the puck away. Steer, D-to-D pass intercepted, and offsides by the Thunder. Not quite sure that should have been offsides call. It's Steer pushed the puck into the zone, not the Thunder, but maybe. I don't know. Regardless, offside call, and Kais takes the puck drop in the neutral zone. Corrigan pushes it ahead to the centers it. Nobody home. Roan racing over to the far side. Kais, Thunder, Roan rakes it off. Knocked back up the boards by the Thunder, knocked back down by Kais. Raking at it is Roan. Roan gets it to come free, moves down to the corner, centers it, intercepted by the Thunder. Thunder hits Steer. Steer sends it in. That's an offside. Steer was too far out as the puck came out of the zone. And catching most of his team offsides. Puck drop will be in the neutral zone for the Lions. Rogers moves in. Chenard left wing, Willis right. Noble and Carson out there on defense. Puck drops to Rogers. Rogers back to Noble. Noble off the boards and up to Willis. Willis. Noble goes by Noble, back. Carson racing over, sends it up the boards again. Stopped by the Thunder. It goes back to Carson. Carson sends it cross ice over to Chenard. Chenard taken away by the Thunder, and the Thunder dump it down low and get it below the goal line where Carson's going to pick it up. Thunder move in, pin Carson down low, but Noble comes away with it, sends it up to Rogers. Rogers backhands it, moves it up center ice, red line. Rogers gaining some speed, blue line, moves to the outside, down low, circles the net. Rogers back up to Noble. Noble off the boards and down to Rogers. Nice little move by Noble. Rogers pushes the player and back into the boards for the Thunder. Thunder try to get it to come free. Noble dribbles it out and sends it right to the Thunder. Good thing Carson's back deep. 2-on-1, centering pass. Noble knocks it away. And Chenard comes away with it. Chenard moving out. Blue line. Red line. Cross ice pass intercepted and knocked to the boards as Willis goes down. Kais moves it in. Kais moves to center. Kais fires, but loses the puck as he fires. Dry fire by Kais, and it goes back into the corner. Chenard picks it up. Chenard sends it back to Jarvis. Jarvis right back down to Chenard. Chenard comes off, and the Thunder take over. The Thunder moving out. Steer backpedaling. Steer's got a man deep, and Jarvis knocks it away and knocks it out. Steer picks it up behind the net. Trying to find an outlet, finds Willis, but then knocked back. Steer racing in, knocks it away from in front of the net, picks it back up, sends it to Willis. Willis, red line. Willis moving out. Willis, blue line. Willis. Puck comes free for Kais. Kais shoots high, and Roan picks it up on the far side, drops it for Carson. Carson centers it for Willis, and goes down to the corner on a centering pass from, and that's up and out by the Thunder, out of play, and puck will end up down in the near side corner with 8:53 left in the third. Score 3-0 Thunder. Rogers moves in, drops it back for Noble. Noble moves back to center, sends it back to Rogers too hard. Willis gets it raked away, and the Thunder send it back to center. Carson moves up and goes down, gets knocked down, knocks it to the boards, back checking, and the puck dumped in by the Thunder cross ice and down into the corner for Noble. Noble picks it up off the boards and up to the point. The point holds that in for the Thunder. Still on the boards. Moving down. Chenard picks it up. Chenard sends it to center for Rogers. Rogers, red line. Rogers in traffic. Stays with it. And then moves in before the puck. Gets an offside call. 8:13 left in the third. Puck drop coming on the offensive side of the neutral zone. Kais moves in. Corrigan right wing. Roan left. Steer and Jarvis back deep. Steer picks it up behind the net, off the boards and up to Corrigan. Corrigan off the boards and back to himself. Kais rakes it away, knocks it down into the offensive zone where the Thunder take over, and Roan rakes it away. Roan moves to center, moves around one player, fires a shot down low, and the goalie down to make the save. .736 left in the third. Lions can't find the back of the net. Thunder goalie playing good. Rogers moves in. Willis right wing. Chenard back to Carson fires wide right, rings around the boards, then back up the near side. Battle for it on the boards. Thunder come away with it. Thunder moving out. Red line. Blue line. Down low. Noble forces him ringed around the boards over to the far side. Comes all the way up and centered by the Thunder, but taken away by Willis. Willis looking for Rogers. It's red line. Rogers blue line. Rogers moves back to kicked away by the Thunder, and Willis picks up where drops it back down below the goal line for Rogers. Rogers moves in, changes direction, and tries to wrap around, but the goalie gets over. Centering pass for Chenard, just out of reach, and the Thunder going the other direction. That's Carson tapping ahead for Chenard. Carson, Chenard, back up to Rogers. Rogers blue line. Rogers red line. Rogers blue line. Fires. Tries to get it deep so he can get a line shift out of it. Steer comes out off the bench, picks it up, collects, sends it cross ice over to Kais off the boards. Kais moves in. Kais gets spun around, and they're going to call tripping or hook. Hook, there we go. Hook on Kais. Or hook, not on Kais. Kais got hooked. Thunder hook Kais, so the Lions will be on a power play with 6:18 left in the third, down 3-0. Kais will move in for the puck drop, 5-on-4 hockey. Corrigan right wing. Roan left. Steer and Jarvis back deep. Puck comes back to Steer. Steer stops it, collects, changes direction, sends it up to Corrigan. Corrigan fires. It's in front. It's loose. Goes back. Steer can't stop it, and it goes back to center ice. Jarvis picks it up. Steer rakes it ahead, kicks it with his foot, sends it over to Kais. Kais moves it in. Everybody still stayed on side as Kais moves in. Kais leaves it, and the Thunder kick it around. Roan picks it up. Roan tries to get it to center and then sends it back to the boards. Raked up the boards by the Thunder. Thunder in control. Leave it behind and moving out. Red line. Blue line. Kais is going to pick a loose puck up. 41 seconds left on the power play for the Lions. Steer in the corner, waits for it to come, picks it up, sends it over to Corrigan. Corrigan moves back to right-hand side, center pass for Roan. Roan racing over to the boards, tries a stick lift, goes into the boards with the Thunder player. Thunder comes away with it, sends it cross ice, out of the zone, and Noble picks it up. Noble changes directions, sends it up to Corrigan. Corrigan moves it in. Corrigan, poke check by the Thunder, and the Thunder moving the other direction. Noble back deep with Carson. Carson, player moves to center. Carson tries to poke check, goes around Noble and Carson, and that player goes around Noble and then around Carson in front of Menard, backhands it in and barely goes by Menard for a goal, for the fourth goal of the game. So the Thunder coming alive here. That was a short-handed goal too, but by the no, was it? Not 100% sure if that was short-handed. Anyway, puck goes into the far boards. Jarvis falls down, and Chenard moves in, dribbling it. Tries a toe drag, poked away. Back up to Jarvis at the point. Steer sitting at center ice, and Chenard comes away with it. Chenard moving in, taps it up for Willis, goes back to Rogers. Rogers fires, hits the face mask of the goalie, and ends up in the far corner. Chenard centers. Oh, man! Rogers hits the post and out, and Rogers backhands it in. Man, that was kicked away by the skates of a Thunder. Thunder playing really well. Rogers had a couple opportunities. Steer moves in. Goalie makes a save on that. Steer slams it right into the pads of the goalie. Now Steer, Jarvis, nobody back deep. There's now Chenard and Rogers move back deep, and Steer comes away with it. Steer moves in. There we go. Steer slams it home for the first goal for the Lions. 3:30 left, and Steer makes it happen. So, a little bit of cheer from the fans from Fairbanks. Down 4-1. Thunder come away with that. Kick it ahead. Knocked away by Steer and Jarvis. Back to the defense. Goes back to Steer. Steer knocks it ahead to Corrigan. Corrigan up to Kais. Kais now with some speed. Kais moves around. Maybe they broke open the floodgates. Kais moves in. Backhands it. It's loose. Shot and goal. Road with 2 quick goals. And the Lions move within 2. And the Thunder take a timeout with 3:08 left in the third period. Score 4-2. Lions come alive late in the third. Take a little break here, as do the players. 1 minute timeout. We'll be back shortly. So Fairbanks with some momentum here. 3:08 left in the third, down 4-2. Kais will take the puck drop. Roan left wing, Corrigan right wing, Steer and Jarvis back deep. Kais moves in. Puck drops, Kais pushes it ahead, and it comes over to Corrigan's side. Corrigan leaves it, Steer picks it up. Change of direction by Steer, cross ice to knocked ahead by Steer. Steer stays with it, poke checks, and a 2-on-1. Kais racing back. Kais takes the puck away. Good job by Kais. Nice hustle by Kais. Kais up to Steer. Steer. Kais moving out. Pushes it ahead to Corrigan. Corrigan taken away, poke checked away. Noble, red line. Noble moves in. Noble moves around one player. Stays with it, goes down. Rogers picks it up, circles back. Rogers looking for an opportunity, backhands it up and over, goes over to Willis. Willis in the corner, changes directions. Pinned up against the boards. 2:19 left. Rings around the boards, goes over to Carson. Carson picks it up. Carson fires from the point, trickles in and raked away by, and a cover by the goalie as Rogers tries to rake that away. 2:08 left in the third period, down 4-2. Puck drop in the offensive zone for the Lions. Rogers moves in. Chenard left wing, Willis right wing. Noble and Carson back deep. Kais comes out for a switch. Six-on-5 hockey, goalie pulled. Noble taps it ahead to Kais. No goalie in goal for the Lions. Bernard is pulled. Ring around the boards for Chenard. No goalie. No goalie for the Lions. Comes over to Kais. Kais centers it off of a skate. Knocked ahead to Kais. Kais centers it. Goes by everybody. Carson comes up, fires it in. Oh, wide left on a shot by Carson. 1:39 left. intercepted by Willis. Willis in there, digging at it. Knocked away, held in by Carson. Carson knocks it down. Bouncing pass, Carson held that in. That one goes by Carson. Minute 28 left. Noble circling back. Noble sends it up the ice to Rogers. Rogers, red line. Rogers, blue line. Rogers with the minute 17, centers for Kais. Kais fires, and a save by the goalie. 1:13 left, another shot on the goalie. Empty net for the Lions. Look down there, you can see, no goalie. Playing the last 2 minutes, no goalie. 6 skaters on the ice for the Lions. Rogers moves in. Steer and Jarvis back deep. Kais, Roan, and Chenard out on the ice. Puck drops. Rogers tries to get it. It comes free. Knocked ahead by Chenard, and then down into the corner where it's going to get ringed around the boards. Jarvis racing over. Jarvis holds it in. Knocks it ahead to Kais. Kais down into the corner. 56 seconds left. Oh, man, Kais must be hurt or something because he didn't go after that puck too hard. Now it goes all the way down. Racing down to Steer. Icing call by the Thunder. 45 seconds left in the third period. 4 down, 4-2. 6 skaters on the ice for the Lions, and there's an icing call on the Thunder. That puck drop will come down to the offensive zone for the Lions. Near side, Rogers, Corrigan, Willis, Roan, Noble, and Carson out there. Every one of those players could probably score, given the opportunity. So let's see what happens here. Puck drops, goes back to Noble. Noble races over to the boards, picks it up, sends it down off the boards, it down to, it goes out of the zone. Noble, cross ice pass over to Carson, 35 seconds left. Carson racing over. Blue line up to Roan. Roan, Rogers, center, Rogers moving in, Rogers blue line. 2 men in front of him, moves around one, tries to center it, raked away by the Thunder. Thunder up 2-4, and it looks like it might end that way as Noble knocks that over to Corrigan. Corrigan moves it in, 10 seconds. Corrigan backhands it to Rogers. Rogers can't get a shot off, and the Thunder, 4 seconds. Back to Willis, and that's the end of the game with the Thunder winning 4-2. Not the best hockey played by the Lions. A lot of shots on goal, couldn't get anything to go past that goal. Have to say the defense didn't play their best today. A couple breakaways on the D. Just let a couple players go by them. I don't quite understand. Either misjudged the speed of the Thunder, or not quite sure what happened there. But anyway, final score 4-2. Lions lose a consolation game. And in the tournament, 2-3. 3 losses in the tournament, 2 wins. Wins coming against the Thunder last Friday, on Friday night, and a win against the Oilers this morning. Menard's shaking the hand, Rogers shaking the hand of the officials, and that does it from the Mack Center, McDonald Center here in Eagle River. I'm Tom Steer signing off for the Arctic Lions.